Leanne, thanks. Good morning, everyone. Police expect autopsies will tell them exactly how a python killed two young boys in New Brunswick. Investigators believe the kids were strangled by the 15-foot snake as they slept. The incident happened as the 5- and 7-year-old boys were on a sleepover at their friend's apartment above an exotic pet store. Police say the snake escaped its enclosure downstairs and made its way through the ventilation system to the upstairs apartment. Baseball superstar Alex Rodriguez won't go down without swinging. The Slugger is appealing MLB's decision to suspend him for 211 games for his alleged involvement in doping.
I'm fighting for my life. I have to defend myself. If I don't defend myself, no one else will.
The New York Yankees is among 13 players suspended Monday accused of taking performance-enhancing drugs. By appealing the suspension, Rodriguez can keep playing for the time being. He made his season debut in Chicago last night and was booed. The 12 other players have accepted 50-game suspensions. An Amber Alert has been issued by authorities in Southern California for a brother and sister who may be heading to Texas or Canada. Authorities say 16-year-old Hannah Anderson is missing, along with her 8-year-old brother, Ethan. The alert went out after their mother was found dead inside a burned-out home on Monday. The suspect is James Lee DiMaggio, a friend of the mother. It's believed DiMaggio and the children are in a blue Nissan Versa with California license plates. Security officials in Yemen say 4 alleged al-Qaeda members have been killed by a suspected U.S. drone strike in the country today. The strike comes as the U.S. State Department ordered the U.S. Embassy in Yemen evacuated and for non-essential government personnel to leave the country because of an extremely high security threat. Britain's Foreign Office announced this morning it too has evacuated all staff from its embassy in Yemen because of security concerns. Members of Ariel Castro's family were allowed back into the so-called House of Horrors Monday ahead of the home's demolition. The Cleveland, Ohio home has been boarded up with a tall fence to keep the public out. Castro's relatives were allowed to take whatever they want. Items taken included a cooler and a stuffed animal. As part of Castro's sentencing, the house will be torn down sometime this week. The 52-year-old will spend the rest of his life behind bars for kidnapping and sexually assaulting 3 women for more than a decade. One of the most important newspapers in the world has been sold. The Washington Post was bought by Amazon.com founder Jeff Bezos for $250 million. The paper is famous for exposing Watergate. Its reporters immortalized in the movie All the President's Men. Bezos is the second billionaire to buy a U.S. newspaper in the last week. Red Sox owner John Henry bought the Boston Globe for $70 million. It's a somber scene in Japan this morning as residents mark the 68th anniversary of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima. Survivors and relatives were among the massive crowd who stood together in a minute of silence to honor the dead. Over 100,000 were killed in the days following the 1945 attack. And 3 days later, U.S. planes dropped a nuclear bomb on Nagasaki, killing tens of thousands more and forcing Japan to surrender to the World War II allies.